So if you're watching this and you are a photographer, definitely reach out to him so that he already has his own hashtag. And we all know the future is nothing but social media. Okay, so I'm here today with Paul, also known as hashtag fitnessmodelpaul. If you Google it, you'll see a video for him and a blog post for him. And a couple of weeks ago, I introduced Paul as wanting to be a fitness model. And so we decided from Gary Vee's, I had read Gary Vee's book, Crushing It, and decided that we would introduce Paul in a non-traditional way. So we would use the internet, we would use, posting on different platforms, reaching out to executives on social media to try to get Paul his first job. Now, he hasn't been able to get it yet. It's only been a couple of weeks, but we're still putting in the work. But I wanted to interview Paul to get his thoughts on what's going on. So I'm going to ask him some questions and he's going to give us his answers for it. So my first question to you, Paul, is what were your initial thoughts when I proposed we try to launch your fitness model career this way?
Well, my first thoughts of it when you first put it to me, at first I was shocked. I mean, because I had already seen you put, on the Kukua and my cousin Cass up on your videos and everything. So, having the idea of throwing me as a fitness model, I was like a little bit on the skeptical side because I was like, okay, where is, what is the advantages of, being a fitness model and everything. But the more I felt I was on board with it and the more you explained it more and everything, I just felt like it felt like a good match for me.
Okay, awesome. All right, my next question is, let's go back to the point you started working out in order to have those massive arms. And why did you start with that goal in mind?
All right, so looking back, it's kind of went back to even back when I was in high school, just from playing sports like football and everything. I've always almost idolized in a way a lot of my football heroes and just guys who were fit, muscular and everything. And that main thing I was always told was, oh man, you got to get in the gym. I mean, you got to work out. And I first used working out as a means to try to get stronger for football and sports. Then as, my years progressed, as I got into college, I played a little college ball for a little bit. And when I saw my path wasn't sticking to football and everything, I still had a love for working out. I love how it made me feel. I love how it gave me confidence. And I've just been rocking out ever since with it.
Awesome. And it shows. I mean, it seems like you just ballooned, like your arms just exploded, So, but it looks good. It looks good. All right. So my third question. I know you participate in Tough Mudder every year. Please explain what Tough Mudder is and why you compete.
Tough Mudder is basically a huge obstacle course that, when you first see the course and everything's laid out for you. It has walls to jump over, things to climb and stuff like that. When I first got a friend of mine actually, when we were in college, because we were still doing this whole figuring out what we're trying to do stuff and kill time and everything, he proposed the idea of trying a Tough Mudder, just to see how it would be. And literally, it was just one of those, okay, let's just go out and do it type feels and see how it felt, how, would enjoy it and everything. And I like what Tough Mudder stood for me, because whenever I was at an event, there would be so much team building, first and foremost, between other people that you don't know of that came from different states and different places. that may not have the strongest fitness background. Some of them do and everything, and they will all come together and basically work together to conquer each obstacle like you would conquer an obstacle in life. I mean, so it was like a team building thing that I wasn't really strong on growing up because I always was like, okay, I gotta get it for myself, gotta get it for myself. But it's like Tough Mudder taught me a lot of things, even outside of doing the event itself, and it's definitely been not only a fun experience, but definitely something I benefited from just out of the many times I've done it. Like, and on top of that, you get like cool bands for it. Just as a means to keep you progressing and such like that.
All right. All right. Sounds good. Sounds like a really good camaraderie type sport.
Yeah,
or competition. That's awesome.
definitely.
All right, my fourth question. Do you get something if you place in the competition, the Tough Mudder competition? I think you alluded to the fact that you do get something. Could you explain a little bit?
These are one of the bands that you get every time that you finish the races and everything. Like you see here, it says 7 to 9 times. No, the times that once you get a different band, you kind of progress up in the different stages and everything. Now, as far as Tough Mudder itself goes, there's Tough Mudder, Tougher Mudder, and then Toughest Mudder. So kind of like you progress from one to the other. Like the ones that me and my friends do is a regular Tough Mudder, just as a building thing. But we have a goal in mind that eventually once we meet what we're trying to get at, and these become easier for us, and we move along, then we start going to tougher, and then toughest, which is the main one. That's the one where it's pretty much like a 24-hour loop of just constantly going through obstacles, who can get the most amount of miles and everything.
24
And
hours.
Yep,
Oh my goodness.
24 hours. Yeah, they take you out to Vegas, have all these crazy obstacles that you would like look at and be like, wow, this is a lot different than what we started when we were doing this regular Tough Mudder and stuff. And at the end of it, there's usually a cash prize for the main person who wins. And we've seen some of the videos that they would show. They even got to the point where it got so lively known that they started putting like the live showing on like CBS. That the whole Toughest Mudder thing is a whole different stage compared to what I'm working towards as of now with the Tough Mudder.
Okay, awesome. All right, well, it doesn't sound like something I could do. I can't even do Tough Mudder, let alone Toughest Mudder. I'd be dead. All right, so the next question is, what would you like to see as your first job?
So my first job, I put a lot of thought in this because I'm trying to just figure out like as far as what fitness modeling would do for me and everything like that. I honestly wanted to just get into a photo shoot, like with one of the real good photographers in the area, and just really put myself out there to be known. Like, okay, this guy is from New Jersey. This is how he works out, and this is what he does is stay fit, and just as a means to put myself out there around the area. Start off small, but eventually expand. Like that's how I really see my first job being.
Right. And so if anybody's watching this and photographers in the South Jersey area or Philly area or Atlantic City area, go ahead and share this video with them and have them reach out to Paul through his email or DM him on Instagram or PM him on Facebook. So if you're watching this and you are a photographer, definitely reach out to him so that he already has his own hashtag. And we all know the future is nothing but social media. And so you want to get on board. So, you may be already famous, but this could actually help Paul and also help you. So reach out to him. All right, now, my next question is, where would you like to see yourself career-wise in 5 years?
5 years at this point, I would feel that I definitely not only want to do photo shoots and stuff like I would as a first job, but now I want to be able to expand as far as okay, different brands as far as marketing and everything.
Mhm.
Like if somebody would pick me up as far as different, like your Under Armour, or even in, which would be a huge dream to be in a men's fitness magazine, something along those lines. Like, okay, we had to start where, okay, my name is out there, people would know about me and everything. But now it's like, okay, what can we really do to push me forward and everything? Like, I would already hopefully try to mark myself well enough to where they're like, you know what, there's something about this guy, like we need him. And that's pretty much what I'm looking at as far as 5 years from here.
Yes. From your mouth to God's ears, I truly, truly believe it can be done. It can be done. We just need to put in a lot of work, and it'll be done. It can be done.
Right.
I truly believe that. All right. My next question is: if you were to start a YouTube channel, what would you call it, and what would you post on it?
Okay, so as far as having my own YouTube channel and everything, I've been playing around with the different names just because I had something in mind and whatnot. Like, because at first I was saying something like Body by Paul, just because I just love the fact that I love to be active a lot, and I want to be able to show people my active side and the things that I do. Like, I know if you look at my Instagram and everything, you'll see me like as far as some of the lifts I do, or some of the extracurricular things I do on the side, like things that help me with like ninja training and stuff of that sort. But that would be my main approach as far as what my channel would show. It would be like, okay, like you see how I look and everything, and how but what am I doing in order to get to that point? I mean, it would be more of just, I mean, a lot of the exercises that I've done that helped me get to where I am. I would show a lot more of, if possible, throw in some clips from the Tough Mudders and everything. If they ever have anybody out there, videotaping us and putting it out there, because just I want to show people like, look, there are different sides to what I do that keep me in shape and keep me focused and keep me motivated. Like fitness modeling, I like the fact that it's a platform that I can start that puts me out there. So now if I do that in conjunction with YouTube, I would have my subscribers and people who follow me see the other sides that keep me going. Like even some of my Muay Thai stuff that keeps me not only in shape but get somebody motivated basically.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's the main important thing is whatever message that you give has to impact somebody else's life. And so that's awesome that you have that in your mind, that that's what you want to do. And then my last question is when, not if, but when you are successful, because we believe you're going to be, would you consider writing a book to help others?
I definitely would. I definitely would, because for one, I feel like once you've obtained something and mastered something, the next thing to do is teach and reach others with the information you've learned. Like a lot of the stuff that I've come across and learned and everything, I see from different people who I follow, people that I've watched, people that have taught me things that have helped me in building my physique where I'm at now, and even to try to push it forward to the next level. So I would definitely, especially in book form, because I don't really tell people this a lot, but I've always had this creative writing style that I wanted to push out there, but never really had a means of, where I want to go with it, this, that, and the third. So that gives me another way of showing that skill off. And on top of that, just you never know, whoever is watching or listening, or even be able to pick up that book, read it, and be like, you know what? Here's a guy who came from thinking that he couldn't get what he wanted in life, wasn't able to focus on dreams and everything like that, and then in a way that may not have been seen beforehand as, okay, you can do this and get what you want. Now you can go about, showing people and explaining yourself and through my book of how I've gotten there, and hopefully that next person will be willing to go and chase their dreams as well.
Yes, awesome, awesome. Well, this has been awesome. This interview has been, I feel, a way that people will get to know you more. And so I want everybody to go ahead and subscribe, like the channel, and also share the video. And let's push Paul forward and into realizing his dream as a fitness model. #fitnessmodelpaul. Until next time.